Hello, everybody, and welcome to My American Dream. My name, once again, is Rolando Alfaro, and thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you. So, like I said earlier today we're going to talk about how, reading, going to conferences, having a mentor, a coach, and just going through those things really does help you. But today, what I want to talk about is coach mentorship. So, let me tell you how I got to this point. Prior to this, most of my life, I've always been, a cocky SOB where I thought I could do everything. One of those guys. But at the same time, I was always a hard worker. I would always get promotions, I would always get, increase in wages and all that because I worked my butt off. And my mom taught me at an early age that if you want something, you're going to have to work your butt off. But that was it. The ambition was that. It was never to, have $1 million. It was never to do more than whatever the job offered me, have good benefits, have a good hourly pay, paid vacations, and that was it. It was no more than that. Just travel and go to restaurants and buy whatever I wanted, and and I'm not talking about expensive things either. Within reason. But that was it. That was all the extent of my ambition. But then, like I said, my baby was born last year. He's 15 months old now, and those of you that are parents, you guys know how much that changes your life, and it really changed my life, and for the better. It really focused things for me. So during the time that my son was born, I was struggling in my profession. I was struggling in my career, and I was in a big rut and didn't really know what to do. And around this time, because of what I do, I had the opportunity to sponsor a certain gentleman who is a coach and also a speaker here where I live, and he has conferences, now he's starting to travel over the country. But at the time he was just here local, and so I had the opportunity to sponsor him with a friend of mine, co-sponsor, this event that he was having. And so we got to this event where he was going to talk about the power of the mind, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, what a crock. This guy, man, can't believe this guy's going to do that, thinking to myself. But, yet I'm sponsoring this event. But even then, the mindset was, one of, I don't believe this. I don't think this is going to work. This is a bunch of hocus pocus. So I sit through the whole conference. He did a great job. The people came out, supercharged. They were happy. But, in the back of my mind, I'm like, dude, I've taken over 200 college credits. I mean, I did change my major 7 times. What is this guy going to tell me that I haven't learned already? And that was my mindset. But as the conference came to a close, I got this big gut feeling that I should go talk to this guy, that I should introduce myself. And so, I did. I went up, and his name is Alvaro Mora. And I went up to him, and I was like, hey, I'm a very smart individual. I've taken a lot of psychology. I don't believe in exactly what you do, but I have a feeling that I need to talk to you about you being my coach. Do you coach? And he kind of looked at me, smart, thinking to himself, oh, one of these guys. And he said, yeah, I can be your coach. This is how much I charge. I was like, great. Do you take credit cards? Because at the time, we had nothing else with my wife, only credit cards. And he said, yeah, I take a credit card. So even without knowing that at the time, I was, just going for it. I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not, but, money you could make. I could get a job at Walmart. I could get a job at McDonald's. I can do anything to get the money to pay that loan off. But what was the risk of me not following through with that intuition or that gut feeling? So I hired him. I hired him as my business coach. This gentleman, he does NPL, neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP actually. And, but he's more than just a business coach. He's helped me put things into perspective. He's helped me grow. He's helped me get a drive. That was the thing that I was lacking for most of my life, a drive. That go get it attitude, that this is why I'm getting it. I didn't have a why. So here I am, at the time I'm 36 years old. I have a newborn baby. My wife, she's getting ready to go back to work eventually. And here I am, struggling in the rut of my business. But this guy, through his coaching, and I'm not saying that he held my hand, but it was, he was upfront and direct with me. He was very to the point. He would call me out on my BS. And from there, we just went for it. And boy, did it change my life. So what I want to talk to you about is the power of having a coach or a mentor, whether somebody you pay or somebody that you look up to that can give you advice. Those people are needed because you don't know everything. Just like I thought I knew everything, I didn't. And so to have somebody that'll call you out on your BS, to tell you quit acting like a baby and to get to it, to help you figure out why you do what you do, why is it so important that you do it, is a huge help. I mean, I have Alvaro, who's my coach, but I also have other mentors, both within the office where I work and outside of the office. People who I can turn to for advice, ask them questions, and they'll take the time to answer them. So, don't be closed-minded and think you know it all, or that you can't get any better, or that because you've taken so much education, you don't need any more. We all need more. Like I said earlier today, if you don't change, you don't grow, and if you don't grow, you don't prosper. That is the key. That is what was missing from my American dream. Now that I have that, this dream is going to be so much better. So, once again, please subscribe, leave comments, please. Tell me what you think. Do you think I'm full of it? Do you like it? I mean, comment. Let's exchange ideas here. That's what I'm doing this for. So we have a place where, those of us that are not experts can talk and see how we can help each other. Subscribe to the channel. That way you see what's coming up next. Tomorrow, we're going to talk more about this, how this path has changed my life. And how in the last year, I've made more than I made in the past 2 years combined. So that's huge to be able to double your income like that in a short amount of time. So tune in again tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. So don't miss it. Once again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you and your willingness to sit down and listen to me. So subscribe, and we'll talk more tomorrow about how this has changed my life and helped me. All right, until then, have a great night.